Hey guys, James with Gamecast here. Today I'm going to be doing a review for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Now, it's been out for a while on the Wii U, but I decided to do this video in particular because Smash Brothers comes out in a little bit, and people are going to be going to pick up Wii U's, and they're going to need to know what kind of games to get. And, well, I have all of them, so I figured I'll just tell you what's good. So let's jump in to see exactly what makes this game so good. The Donkey Kong Country series, revered for colorful displays, simplistic yet challenging level design, and local co-op, has a new addition to the franchise that doesn't disappoint. The levels have an overall theme that is played upon in each of the different islands that you see, having enemies that would inhabit said islands, with a few surprises along the way. The game doesn't abandon the collectathon feel with the hoarding of DK's favorite fruits in each level. Banana coins, puzzle pieces, and balloons are among the other sought-after objects in this game. The series has its fair share of secrets, and Tropical Freeze only adds to it. With hidden bonus levels, loot, the letters KONG, and minigames, you are sure to have a great time finding all of the hidden treasures in this game. But be sure to break every box, smash every rock, and pull every root, and you will find some secrets waiting to be discovered. Whether it's a banana hoard under the ground, a plant that holds some coins, or a switch that will progress you farther into the game, be sure to keep your eyes peeled or risk missing the little extras of these levels. Now, I would like to take a moment to point out how lovely this game is visually. I mean, Donkey Kong Country Returns looked awesome, and I feel that Retro Studios really knocked it out of the park on this one. From the cutscenes to the actual graphics in-game, this is a colorful display of what Nintendo brings to gaming. It's not about hyper-realism. Not saying hyper-realism is a bad thing, but this game just shows how beautiful Nintendo games can be. So much detail is packed into each one of these scenes, and most of it goes unnoticed. And that goes for all video games. So take a moment and just observe the grandeur that is the 21st century of gaming and appreciate just how far we have come. It's not about what's 1080p 60 frames per second. It's about what takes your breath away and what makes you feel something special, like when you were a kid. Now, many people may disagree with me, and that's all well and good. This is why I picked Nintendo, because it fills me with a sense of wonder. End rant that had little to do with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, but still. Now, I guess to get back on track, I would like to mention one of my favorite parts about what makes a video game good, and that is the soundtrack. Composers spend hours slaving over their scores trying to understand what music will suit the specific part of the game best. The Donkey Kong series has one of the more diverse musical scores when it comes to gaming, and if you get the chance, look up the original OSTs for the first 3 games. You'll thank me for it. If you listen closely to the music playing, you will begin to hear that they built upon the foundations of the previous titles, which is a good thing in my opinion. And then they also introduce new tracks to the player. Now, music is another one of those things that I feel is taken for granted in the games we play, so I take it upon myself to give recognition to the wonderful music I play to, and Donkey Kong has some of the best music I've heard. Tropical Freeze not only has specific level themes that dictate the enemies and stages you play on, but if you listen closely, the music changes as well. But I guess this is enough for geeking out about music. There's more to this game than the jungle beats. On top of all of that, the game mechanics themselves are fairly easy to pick up, and if you have a friend to join the party, really easy to work together to progress through the game faster. They introduced a quote-unquote new playable character, but we've known him for a very long time, and that's Cranky Kong, who sports a fancy pogo stick cane mechanic. I don't know. He's able to jump on stage hazards with ease. Now, each character has a unique moveset, and it makes playing the game with all of them very rewarding. The game's story is fairly simple, and there's little voice acting in the game, but the visual storytelling is so strong it basically renders all of that moot. The boss fights in these games aren't too difficult, and each boss has their weak points to exploit, which makes fighting them ever so fun. The bosses have ultimately hilarious interactions with our favorite primates, and each reacts in a different manner. Talking about the 4 playable characters, each retains their own specific personalities that can be seen throughout the Donkey Kong series. They aren't just reskins of Diddy and add a new level of enjoyment to the game as a whole. Not only do the characters retain traits from other games, there are Easter eggs hidden throughout the stages, subtle nod to its predecessors. Nintendo is famous for throwbacks to the games of old, and like all others before it, and all to come, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is at its core a Nintendo game through and through. Now, let's see. Have I missed anything? Soundtrack? Check. Visuals? Yup. Game mechanics? You betcha. I feel like I missed something. And now, to recap on everything that we said, the game is visually gorgeous. Being able to see basically every hair on our favorite ape's head sway in the wind is strangely a magical experience. Our tie-wearing great ape hasn't looked better in a long time, and his friends are here to stay in my gaming library. The game has a soundtrack that is both appealing to listen to while playing, and adventuring out in the real world doing boring real world things. The game sticks to what makes the Donkey Kong Country series so fun, and that is local multiplayer, challenging levels, and characters we have grown to love, while adding beautiful visuals, a stunning soundtrack, and multiple ways to play. Oh, did I forget to mention you can use the gamepad, Wiimotes, or a Pro Controller on this? I don't know about you, but controller options don't really make or break a game for me. Now, if I had to give this game an arbitrary number score out of 5, it would be 5 Donkey Kong Country games out of 5. Because there are 5 Donkey Kong Country games, respectively. Get it? Respectively. Get it? And that, my gaming friends, is all I've got to say about Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Now, if you liked the video, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube at Gamecast for all your future previews, news, and reviews. Be sure to leave us a comment below with what you thought of the game itself, whether or not you liked it or you didn't, and what other games you'd like to see us review. Also, if you're one of those lucky people who are just now picking up a Wii U because Smash is around the corner, be sure to check out some of these other videos. Figure out what you should add to your new Wii U library. Thanks, guys. You take it easy.